And welcome everyone to another matchup of RRWC 2024 group stages. We got Group C, Scruffy versus Docker. Big matchup, a repeat of RR15, where to everybody's surprise, Docker somehow managed to beat Scruffy. And surely Scruffy is looking for some vengeance this time around. It is Group C, I believe this is Scruffy's last match already or second to last. He's on a bunch of points already, as expected. Docker hasn't been that active with his matches yet, but definitely a force to be reckoned with. Gonna start out with Ambrose, chosen by Scruffy. Then over to Mumbai, chosen by Docker. If we quickly look at these stats, Scruffy has played Ambrose 13 times already, 7 wins, 6 losses. Versus Docker's 4 time with 1 win and 3 losses. A huge difference in PP time here. 3:16 versus 21 minutes and 33 seconds. So that's a massive difference. I'm very hyped for this matchup. Good luck to both players. And let's see what we will be getting. The spin is live. And it is no crest. Leather opener in the suit. And Akka loud sniper rifle as the metal worker. So disguises are actually pretty decent. I mean, there aren't that many disguises on Ambrose. But yeah, with social hub start, you start in the suit right next to Null. And metal worker is kind of right next to Akka. It is a loud firearm for Akka, however. That might complicate this spin just a little bit. But yeah, as expected, social hub start from Scruffy here. Loading in pretty quick, within the first 30 seconds. Gets a seeker shot off on no crest. Knocks out the chef already as well. We'll do the bomb delivery in just a few moments. Docker finally loading in as well. Same start. I mean, as expected, like most of these spins are social hub start. It's just such a good start there as well. And Docker actually picking up those keys already. We will see him do the same seeker shot as well. And yeah, Docker on PC is a different beast. So that is interesting. Now the leather opener is just in the room with where they have the meeting, if I'm not mistaken. Like if you would trigger the light signal and Akka and Null meet up, it's in that room. Yeah, we do see Scruffy going in there, picking up the leather opener. Big whoosh. Doesn't get spotted. Manages to get out of there. So is in the suit. Has the leather opener here. These guards don't really bother him. So this is just a throw and a kill. And that's Null down for Scruffy. It took the Hitman servers quite a bit for that kill to register. There were some issues with the server outage across all platforms here. So I'm glad the servers are back up at least and we can get to witness this match. But yeah, first kill from Scruffy, very clean. Is in the metalworker disguise already as well. Has the loud sniper rifle. Now this kill on Akka might be, could be somewhat tricky. He still has a seeker shot left as well, so... And does hit it. So that's the seeker shot on Akka. And Scruffy leaving a pistol for Akka's guard. Has the sniper on him. I'm guessing he's gonna unpack and just shoot Akka from here, which should be safe. Actually, is opting to drop down here some more. Does he have an angle from here, is the question. Does seem to have it. Does hit Akka. Crouches straight away in the bushes to avoid the guard's attention. There's no illegal action. And yeah, this is simply gaming from Scruffy at the moment. Has 1 or 2 enforcers to worry about. But that's about it. Has the bomb delivered as well. Is heading to the exit. Should be detonating it in just a couple of seconds. Picks up the keys first. Does want to avoid the NTK. And that is green guns and a finish for Scruffy. And simply flying on Ambrose. We can see why he chose it here. 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Very well done. Docker has Null crest killed as well. Is just about to Durian Akka, but that just takes too long. I mean, like, Docker has the right strat as well. He's basically doing the same thing as Scruffy, just a bit slower, and he loaded in a bit later. And yeah, you just can't afford that versus someone like Scruffy. And that will be Scruffy taking Ambrose here. 2-0, the redemption arc has begun. Next up, we do have Mumbai. Give me one moment while I set everything up. So yeah, very fast Ambrose there from Scruffy. Really well played. And again, Ducker didn't really make any mistakes there either, honestly. He was making great progress. Had Noel killed already. Was just about to a medic AK, or did a medic AK. Like, was about a minute and change off for Ducker to finish the spin. But yeah, it's just too late versus Scruffy. He took like a good 30 seconds or more to finally load into the map as well. And of course, Scruffy known for his execution, and yeah, just couldn't catch up at all. Now on to Mumbai, which is a longer map compared to Ambrose. Also, multiple starting locations are viable here. I believe this is called Roulette, and I believe it's the World Championship as well, where players go head to head on a roulette spin. It's actually pretty amazing. I believe it's the group stages. Look at the ton of experience on Ducker's side, by the way. Has played Mumbai a whopping 31 times, won it 20 times, lost it 10 times, and one draw. Those are very impressive numbers. At the other end, Scruffy, no slouch either, has played it 12 times already. 7 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. But yeah, this is really a map where the longevity and experience of Ducker really, really shows. I mean, 31 times on Mumbai. I can only imagine that he's the player with the most amount of Mumbais here. That's actually insane. So yeah, Scruffy very motivated for this matchup, I can only imagine. RR15 Ducker did somehow manage to defeat Scruffy. Scruffy doesn't want that to happen twice here in this Group C matchup. But yeah, now Mumbai chosen by Ducker. I mean, it makes sense that he chose it just purely based on the stats here. If you look at the PB, 5 minutes 43 seconds is incredibly quick by Scruffy already. We did get a new world record set by Aprico during this tournament in the group stages. 5 minutes and 10 seconds. That already requires such an ideal spin to beat that. Let's see if we will get that here. So for the Maelstrom, Saber, Metalworker. Vanya Shah, Shotgun as Food Vendor, and the Wood Rangan, Silenced SMG, Elite Tuck. Yeah, this is not a Reki spin. That Saber is just too much out of the way. It's all the way over in Rangan's tower. And yeah, you could opt for a couple of different starts here, of course. We do see Scruffy hovering over Skywalk. Both of them are actually. Bringing Silenced SMG, bringing Silenced Shotgun. I mean, all of that makes sense. And a Calmer, right? Scruffy is the first one to load in, just like an Ambrose. The difference is not as big as in Ambrose, however. Ducker only loading in 15 seconds later. Did have a longer loading time compared to Scruffy as well. I feel like he pressed done like 5 seconds after Scruffy did. Scruffy just faster loads here. Knocks out the Maelstrom. Changes into the Holy Man Disguise. Picks up the brick as well. So yeah, Skybridge from both. I think so, Blans. I think if you would have started there, you could make a radio. And I think that is the right play here as well, because you got a free metal worker right outside, right up of the radio room. So I do feel like that is the best approach here. That being said, both of them did choose to start Skybridge, and like Skybridge can never go wrong. It's like kind of comparable to Westbridge on Colorado that way. Like no matter the spin, like Skybridge always works. Westbridge always works. It's not always the fastest, but it's always solid. And yeah, we do see Scruffy already in the food vendor disguise. Both still need to get the elite duck as well. Ducker in the meantime is clearing out these metalworkers here and is already doing early brick. So he's actually quicker with the brick compared to Scruffy. Even if it only is a difference of like 10 seconds, provided that Scruffy throws the brick in now straight away. So Scruffy is shooting the ladder down, is looking to get the elite duck from up here, I can only assume. Meanwhile, Ducker is getting ready here for the whole Vanya Entourage KO sequence. So yeah, a little more setup on Scruffy's side here. Did bring the food vendor already near the metalworkers, is working on the elite duck now. And then he has all three disguises pretty much in his possession. And then he's opting to use the brick lore. Whereas Ducker just seems to be a fan of just doing brick lore straight away and then worry about disguise afterwards, which is also a fair approach. Let's see how these compare. Meanwhile, we got a score update from a Group A match. Deadly Muffin Man versus Hausen has finished in a 6-0 for Hausen, so GG's to him. That was Vanya spotting those metalworkers for Ducker, but it's just Vanya and he just quickly knocked them out. So no big deal there for the Ducker either, just temporarily red guns, which is absolutely fine. We do see a little buffering on Scruffy's side. Let's throw a refresh in there. There we go. Threw in the brick as well, is now working on the KO sequence. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how this will compare between the two. Like, I personally would say, like, doing all the setup in disguises first seems better to me. And then do the brick. But Ducker is like, nah, I'm just gonna do the brick straight away. You could argue for both, and this is like a perfect example of how these two will compare. If you look at the in-game time, it's actually Ducker is further ahead. So we did have some inventory pausing on Scruffy's side as well here. Whereas Ducker is in the meantime clearing out the crow's nest here while he's waiting for the wood. Has Vanya already knocked out, of course. Scruffy, in the meantime, is doing the same. There goes a servant. 2 guards will get knocked out shortly after. But now the difference is, Scruffy is getting the kill already, purely because of the setup. Which he's done with the disguises already. So that's Vanya down on Scruffy's side. We'll have the metalworker or the elite duck disguise here as well. Will make his way over to the wood. And he can already get his second kill in like a minute or so from here. So despite Ducker like initiating the brick lure very soon and earlier, he is behind in kills here. Now, of course, near the crow's nest is an elite duck as well. So he should be able to get those pretty quickly now. Does miss the briefcase lock on. Gets it now. And will now go and grab the elite duck. I can only imagine. Just have to head down quickly. Here is the lone elite duck. Knocks him out. Gets the disguise. We'll have to get back up to the wood and then kill him. But yeah, meanwhile, Scruffy is already in the elite duck disguise. And the wood is fastly approaching for him as well. And he'll be on his second kill then already. Both players still need to retrieve the saber. So yeah, it does look better like what Scruffy is doing here. Like, take care of all the setup first, have the disguises in place. But who knows, it might balance out in the end. Like, in-game time-wise, it's gonna be really good to compare. It's nearly identical. So let's see who has the fastest threat there, but it does seem like what Scruffy is doing here is better. He is dropping the snail here for the Woods Entourage. Has the SMG. Waits patiently for all of them to collapse, and that's the wood down as well. And the second kill goes into the bodyguard. Docker, in the meantime, has entered the Rangan's tower already. Is grabbing the saber right now, so he has a lead in terms of the saber, not in terms of the kills, however. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this will balance out in the end. Has his briefcase here as well. Has the Maelstrom isolated. I reckon he'll go for the free metalworker now and get the Maelstrom kill done. And then he just needs a food vendor, which is lying around here near the wood as well. Meanwhile, Scruffy got the saber. Just needs the metalworker and a kill on Wazir. But does get spotted sliding down the tower, and that's huge. That is so unlucky on Scruffy's side. That must have been like that one Bollywood crew lady, right? That's like going back and forth, and that's just incredibly unlucky timing for Scruffy there. And all of a sudden, Docker is majorly in the lead here. And it's kind of a shame because I kind of wanted to see like how this would have played out between the two. Like who would have finished quicker. Like I still think Scruffy had a lead there. But now, Docker back to green guns. Did kill Vanya there. Does have the metalworker disguise there as well. And just needs to go to the Maelstrom. Toss the saber in his head and exit. And I can't really see this go wrong anymore either. There's what, at max one enforcer, that one crow, I think, for the metalworker. That's here in this alleyway, but other than that, it is a shame though. I really would have loved to see like how these approaches would have compared in the end, like how much of a difference and in whose advantage here. But yeah, sadly, like that's just incredibly unlucky timing for Scruffy here. It has to be said, like not much he did wrong there. It's just. And Docker has the coins as well, and yeah, very clean. I just, I would have loved to see how close that would have been, but that is Docker taking Mumbai. Both of these players taking their own map pick here. And let me set this up, but yeah, that's such a shame there. Let me quickly do all the adminning stuff for this match as well, guys. And up next is Colorado. Let me set that up as well.
Hello, Frogger.
Hey, Mo, welcome in. We got a co-caster for the third map, guys. Welcome in, Mo. How you doing?
Hey, I've missed the beginning of this match, but I saw Scruffy was close to the Ambrose recce, and then I did catch that crazy rip there.
Yeah, so unlucky there, right? I mean,
Yeah,
what can you do there? Because like that lady is proxied as well, right? So like I guess he proxied her when he came into the tower, and then just super unlucky timing when he was sliding down. Like what else can you do?
Yeah, exactly that, right? It was in the tower for the exact 2-second window amounts of time to catch her coming in on the way back down, like unreal.
Yeah, it is unreal. And it's a shame because it was hard to tell like how close it would have been otherwise.
Yeah, coming in from the third perspective, then I had no idea, to be honest, who was ahead of who there. You was alluding to Scruffy maybe in the lead, so I mean, I trust your judgment, but I had no idea.
No, I'm gonna be honest. It was really hard to tell because like it was different approaches, right? It seemed like Scruffy was in the lead because he already had 2 targets killed and then like retrieved the saber like a good 30 seconds after Docker. But then after that, Docker was really quick as well with the last 2 kills and the taxi exit there as well, right at the Maelstrom, right? So I don't think in the end it would have been more than 15-second difference here.
Yeah, that would have been super sick, like you say, to see play out, but the Hitman gods took it away from us.
Yeah. And I don't even know who the advantage would have had of those 50 seconds, but it was going to be really close, I feel like. Yeah, it's a shame, but yeah. Now on to Colorado. Scruffy, 15 times, 8 wins, 7 losses. Ducker 70 times, 5 wins, 9 losses, and 3 draws. So stats kind of speak in Scruffy's favor here.
Yeah, I guess in PB terms it does, but in terms of record, it is an advantage, sure, but it's not a golfing class.
True. I'm surprised that Ducker actually has negative record here on Colorado.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, right? So is Colo, so that is a surprise indeed.
Yeah, feel free to read the spin. Mo.
Okay, so Sean Rose, Loud Sniper Rifle Militia Tech, Penelope Graves SMG as Cook, Ezra Berg Explosion Accident Militia Elite, and then Loud Pistol Hacker for Maya. So fine, I want to say. Nothing crazy here, 2 loud kills, but everyone can be KO'd and such.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Loud Sniper, I feel like we've seen a lot of loud firearms for Sean lately as well. Or it's
Yeah,
just like, or it's just like selective memory on my part. But I seem to remember
I agree. I agree. It is. We've had 2 loud Sean no KOs, and that's a brand new condition, right? And then we've had maybe a handful more of normal loud ones.
Exactly. So yeah, Westbridge for both. We saw Scruffy already farmed one extra load there as well when he shot the evidence with the SMG.
Yeah, the loadout is strict here, and it does force to not bring a pistol. So taking out the cameras is quite difficult. Both players rip into it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, you could argue that like Penny could be done with a loud SMG as well, right?
Yeah, but if you're going to do loud in the house, you probably want the mask, right? And neither player started hacker for Sean's face, so
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm just saying like it doesn't 100% force it to go that route. Like you could bring in the pistol, but yeah, it's very understandable to make it silent, right?
yeah, it didn't come to me right away when I saw the spin, but I do actually like hacker start here for this, so you can. It's not the fastest in the world, obviously, because tech in the shed is super convenient, but you can use Sean's face, like you say, to alleviate those loadout issues.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could even do the same from Westbridge, right? And just wait for Sean to come back. Obviously, that's not ideal either. I mean, you got some wiggle room with this spin. I just want to say, like loadout wise.
Yeah, definitely. Colo is quite a restrictive map, but we do see some options on this spin.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, explosion, accident, Ezra. I don't think anyone would bring the canister for that.
And chat is out. These 2 players are suckers and has been beat by the chat. I do miss that old timer, to be honest. So sorry for that.
True. And it was literally every match back then.
Yeah, it was.
It was a thing. But yeah, Dakar having some issues here with shooting the camera with the SMG, and Scruffy huge lead here already. We see another restart for Dakar. Scruffy is in hacker disguise. Is at Maya. Will isolate her just now. So yeah, huge lead there so far.
Yeah, I do see what's happening on Ducker's side. Rightly, there is a mechanical ask to Westbridge here to take out them cameras. I would like to see maybe an adaptation to just switch it up so you're not asked to shoot this camera box with an SMG because it does cause a ton of problems.
He did get it now though. The execution there was absolutely fine. Yeah, it's so cool to see Dakar on PC now. Like the stuff he can pull off now that wasn't possible on controller. Really, like those flick shots that he just did there.
Music will have something to say about that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But it's much harder on controller, right?
Yeah,
I
sure.
can only imagine. But yeah, we do see another rip here for Dakar, and he's just not getting out of the first segment of the spin in the basement. And yeah, the lead is getting bigger and bigger for Scruffy here.
Yeah, something that was mentioned in chat. I assume Scruffy got the Interpol guy for the pistol. Is it? I'm not sure if it is the exact guy, but it's the guy around that area. So
yeah,
that is a nice optimization rather than going to the back of the barn.
Yeah, it's definitely much quicker and nice map knowledge as well, right? I believe he's like the only guy that also carries a loud pistol.
Yeah,
the rest is all SMG and ARs and shit like that, right?
Yeah. He is the only guy I know of, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Do you see Scruffy working on this cook grab here? No tranks, no shuffle strats here either, so he has to be aware of the rest of the cycles here. Does seem very confident, and that is, pissing guy boxed and the cook boxed.
But yeah, he's moving on well now, and obviously Ducker's still trying to get the beginning down. I believe once the beginning's gotten down, Ducker will be on his way, but he might need a rip from Scruffy, you'd think, at this point.
Yeah,
There is a
it's just too
3-minute gap.
late, right? You can't
Yeah.
afford that versus Scruffy to get to spend 5 minutes to finally get going. Like it's over.
Yeah, a little detail there from Scruffy that I thought was really nice. He tranked to guard right next to Sean, and to remove any alarm shenanigans or punch him in the face, he used a subdue rather than a KO to securely take him down nice and quietly. But hopefully he doesn't get washed here, and yeah, he seems fine.
Yeah, seems perfectly fine, and Scruffy is flying. He's playing really, really well this match. Honestly, like the only thing was that that thing on Mumbai, right, which wasn't even his fault, was just unlucky timing. Other than that, no execution errors whatsoever on Ambrose as well. He's just flying.
Yeah, he started Westbridge with SMG, right? And so he got asked a few mechanical questions there, and he just passed them with flying colours. And then once, like I say, you're out of that first minute, it's just a bunch of normal stuff to go there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just the explosion accident for Ezra left, and the SMG in the cook, and he is in the cook, has the SMG, so we'll see the Penelope kill pretty quick.
Yeah, he's less than a minute away from being finished here. Well, maybe a little bit over because he's taking some detours, but he is as far gone as he needs to be to call this pretty safely done.
Yeah, and also Militia Elite for Ezra as well, right? So no, doesn't have to go grab another disguise. That's Penelope done, and yeah.
Yeah, he has to go grab a propane though, right? Because I don't think he.
Yeah, but there's one right here in the backyard. Like it's 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, I mean, the shed would have been faster.
It would have been. Side note for Scruffy there. Take that one next time. Nah, but other than that, all jokes aside, this is just very impressive gameplay from Scruffy, honestly.
Yeah, indeed. This is a very fast RTA and IGT for this spin.
Yeah, definitely. Also know exactly what he was doing from the start. Yeah, one quick little restart, right, with the SMG shooting the evidence, and that was it. But other than that, flawless. And Ducker did finally manage to do the whole sequence in the house here, 6 minutes later, and it's just too late for Scruffy.
Yeah, right as Scruffy finishes, he gets past all the SMG flick shot points.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I agree with bogging down on SMG flick shots for 8 minutes. He could have definitely swapped the load out there to bring a pistol.
Yeah, I feel like once or twice is understandable, right? But then after that, you're just you're allowing your opponent to gain such a lead that's pretty much you can't recover from that.
No, you can't.
Even if your opponent isn't as fast in execution as Scruffy, right? But say 30 seconds slower or what, you're still not gonna recover from all of that. It's just too much.
Yeah, I can understand it though. I mean, I play like that many a times myself, so it's definitely mistakes we all make. Tunnel visioning, I'd call it.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely understandable. But from the sidelines, it's easy to say maybe you should have done this or that, right? But yeah, that is it for this match. Very fast match within 30 minutes. I mean, between Scruffy and Ducker and these maps, I didn't really expect otherwise. Maybe a rough Mumbai, right? That would take them very long, but Mumbai was flying as well. So yeah, that's over pretty quickly.
Yeah, if you've been live for 31 minutes for them 3 maps, crazy.
Yeah, and one of them was Mumbai. So yeah, very impressive. Ambrose was really quick, right? He was only several seconds away from the world record there. And with that, Scruffy has finished all of his group matches. Played 7, won 7, and finished on 34 points. So yeah, he dropped 8 points in total across 21 maps. That's very impressive. Didn't lose a single match. That's just great.
Yeah, it's secured top spot with that as well, right?
I believe so. I don't see anyone that can catch up to that.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
look
not
at
gonna do
Machete,
that.
has played 5, so he could. Well, Machete could, in theory, like
Yeah, two sweeps.
two sweeps, 36 points. But yeah, Daka did get 2 points from this match as well. So he's on 10 now after 3 games. So still has a lot of work to do with like Kevin, who's been playing really well as well. Machete in this group on 24 points already. Camel 15 points. So yeah, for these last 3 remaining spots, Mo, it's actually going to be kind of exciting, I think.
Yeah, definitely. This group is one of my favourites, and it's actually shaping up to be such. Shout out to Cab. He's gaming so hard, and I'm actually impressed with what he's been doing.
Yeah. I mean, this group, and I believe it was Group H and definitely Group F, were the ones that I was looking forward to the most. And they've all been kind of living up to it so far.
Definitely, indeed.
Upcoming matches. Is the other match still going on?
Yeah.
Infofarm versus Puck? Because then we'll quickly